179L train. Congratulations on having a birthday, friend. Well, everyone has a birthday, but congrats on today being your birthday, friend. Appreciate you being here, friend. And Sci-Sci's World, good to see you as well, friend. But yeah, we are just kind of getting into it. Starting this about a minute late. That's my bad, but I am trying my best to make sure that I am doing my thing today. What's up, friend? Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, so we're gonna get into it. I have no idea whether or not you guys can even hear the lo-fi in the background. I feel like it's usually louder in person than it sounds from where you guys are. Yeah, we're just gonna get into some warm-ups here real quick. Just gonna do a little one-piece challenge, little magenta, and then yeah, once more people get in here, we'll get into the two-piece challenges and stuff like that. But as of right now, we're going to warm up with a little bit of Kanoodle Ultimate Champion. Let's see what we want to do here. I'm gonna go red up top here. Make sure that you guys, I'm going to try and kind of have everything be sort of angled upward like this so you guys can see the things a little better over the comment section. This would be awful, so I won't do that. Let's just do something a little scandaloso. Maybe something like this, and this, and this, and this. Yes, let's go, baby. There it is. Nice. All right, I did it. It gave me an extra couple of seconds, but hey, what's up? Cool Gamer Bomb, good to see you, friend. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are getting into things. Yeah, it's going to take a second. We're going to get things going here, though. And yeah, hopefully, I know it's a little bit later than the usual live stream, and I apologize for that. Specifically, it's typically just because, yeah, I just don't have the... I don't know, yeah, I wasn't able to, I had a bunch of work I needed to do, so I got it done first. And I like to have the live streams be the last thing I do on a given day, basically. So, yeah, just thought I'd end my days with the live streams. So, yeah, appreciate you guys being here, though. Welcome, welcome, welcome in, friends. All right, we're going to do another warm-up just to kind of get into things here with the Kanoodle Ultimate Champions that we're going to start with today. But as always, once we hit the 200 like mark, then we will run a poll for you guys to decide on which Kanoodle puzzle I will do for the remainder of the stream. Yeah, okay, yeah, easy. Okay, I guess I'm warm even though I haven't done any Kanoodle today, but that was a 18-second solve basically, but we're gonna keep going. Ooh, RL Train, I like yours. Yeah, do lime and red to make the homie shape. It's my birthday. I know, friend, yeah, happy birthday. All right, yeah, let's do this thing. Yeah, lime and red to make the homies shape. Okay, so I think I know what you're talking about. Well, so the homie shape looks like this, right? Can we even make... I don't think we can do lime and red to make this shape, but we can do green and red to make this shape. Is that what you're talking about? Because green and red can make the shape. Because lime would be this little guy, right? And this guy combined with red won't be able to make the homie shape. Like it's close, but it's not quite the same thing. I don't know if you meant green or not, but yeah. Let me know, friend. Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate y'all being here. We are just getting started on today's stream. Appreciate everyone for joining in. Yeah, what do you think? Our 179L train, should we do it that way? Where, like, are you trying to say like this? Because if so, we can do that. Yeah, yes, I meant green. Okay, gotcha. All right. Yeah, happy birthday, friend. Appreciate you. Hope you have a great, plans to celebrate, stuff like that. But yeah, we can't move these two pieces. Let's go from there. But yeah, hopefully you having a good time and that you had some fun celebration plans with the ones you love, and if not, just know that you are loved regardless of what your plans might be. I don't really like to have my birthday be like a super special day. I like to typically have it be reserved for like, oh my gosh, wow, that kind of worked out perfectly. I am crushing these challenges so far. I like to try and give back to the people around me on my birthdays, or I just, treat it like sort of every other day, but I think that's because I probably feel lucky and blessed most days. So I guess maybe that's probably why. Anyway, all right, we're going to unpin that message. All right, let's keep going, baby. All right. But yeah, thank you. Welcome to everybody joining in. Make sure you guys are liking the stream. The more likes, the more people show up. And yeah, we're going to keep on going. We got this one. Yeah, so R179L train, absolutely crushed it there. You know what I'm actually going to do while we're waiting here? Is I'm going to pull out the actual booklet, and I'm going to do one of these, which I don't typically ever do. But I'm very curious here. Let's try, like, for example, number like 239, which is down here in the left because I don't really ever do these. I usually do the shake challenge. So you know what? I'm gonna get into it this way, and we're gonna try it. So yeah, 239, puzzle number 239. We're gonna attempt it. But yeah, here, let me try and get this guy back underneath too. This guy can be kind of challenging to get in there because oh man, once it gets like slightly dislodged, then it doesn't work. All right, there we go. Sweet. So these 3 pieces now cannot move. Size World, I appreciate you, friend. I'll do one of your suggestions next. I appreciate you. All right. So these 3 cannot move. Let's see what we can do. Of course, I can use the homies, put them together here. I don't really mind doing that when I'm on live streams, but I know that people usually hate when I put the homies together when it comes to the actual like videos that I post, which is silly, but you know, whatever. Tis what it is. Oh my gosh, I got it. No, I didn't. Okay, I thought I had the magenta piece left over. Dang it. Or sorry, not the magenta, the light pink. If I had light pink, it would have worked, but I didn't realize I had green left over. Okay. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay. And that way it's not gonna work either. Okay, so I gotta rework this, rethink some stuff, reverse. But yeah, these 3 pieces cannot move on the left side here. Make sure you guys are liking the stream. Welcome everybody, welcome. Appreciate y'all being here. Yeah, here, let's go red here. I need to find a good spot for magenta piece. We can't do that because we don't have the orange piece to be able to kind of use there. That's not gonna work because, yeah, okay. Shoot, I mean, maybe there's a better way to do it, but I really liked the idea of trying to do something like this with these 2 pieces. I could instead go like this, for example, and then go maybe red back behind and then green on top. But yeah, we can't move purple, orange, and light pink. This is puzzle number 239 from the Kanoodle booklet. Ooh, we're close, but we need the orange piece, which we can't move. So let's see if there's some sort of better configuration here. Not quite, okay. We're gonna have to rework this a little bit again. There's no way that's gonna work. Okay. Yeah, okay. I keep wanting to put the homies together, but maybe this is one of those puzzles where I shouldn't attempt to do that. I mean, like this obviously looks great, and this is what I tried earlier, but it wasn't really working out. We could try something like this though, you know, because then you can go blue there, maybe just get rid of light blue like that. Green there. That's not it, but if we go, that's not gonna be it either, because I got the chunky pieces left over, and that's kind of the issue, right, is that the chunky pieces can be kind of challenging to place in the right spot. So, yeah, I don't think this is gonna work either. Okay, so yeah, shoot, okay. We gotta try something completely different and novel and interesting. Oh my gosh, like that, that'll work. Heck yeah, baby. All right, we're 2 minutes and 20 seconds in, baby. We got it though, let's go, all right. All right, welcome in, friends. Appreciate y'all joining in. Make sure you guys are liking the stream. The more likes, the more people show up. I think that one deserves a bit of a like there. We're trying to get to 200 likes. Once we hit 200 likes on the stream, we'll run a poll for you guys to decide on which version of Kanoodle we play for the remainder of the live stream, whether it be Ultimate Champion, whether it be Extreme, some of the other ones. Yeah, I'll run the poll and you guys get to decide. So, yeah, one of the other ones I saw was from Size World. So Size World, you said that do blue and white, but you can only move each shape once. So this is a tough one. What's up, Lulatoons? Good to see you, friend. Appreciate you being here. All right, thank you for modding, as always. You're very kind. Hopefully it's never, I know I mean, unfortunately, I feel like I'm not very privy to how crazy chat can be because I'm so locked into the game that I'm playing. Because I'm obviously, first and foremost, trying to entertain. So I appreciate you doing your job, but also, well, it's not like you need, like, it's voluntary. I appreciate you for volunteering to do such a job. But yeah, anyway. All right, so do blue and white, but you can only, so these two I have to make them touch as well, was like the second message there. Let's try something like this, but I can only move each piece once. So basically I will fail if I move a piece more than once. So I have to really basically lock, well, I can move each piece once, right? So I get 2 shots basically. So I can put it in one spot, right? For example, I do like this right here because it does get rid of the chunky pieces up top, right? So I can only now move these pieces one more time. Is there a little something in here that's making this not land properly? Because it looks kind of funky. But I don't know what it is. Anyway, hold on. What? Okay, well, anyway, we're gonna go for it. Okay, so those pieces, now I can only move one more time. So let's see what else we're gonna wanna do here, right? I'm thinking probably just, well, actually, hold on. Yeah, no, we're gonna go orange. We're gonna go, if we go magenta, lime, we go green that way, we go, no, that's not gonna work, okay. Shoot, okay, so this configuration already isn't gonna work, I know that. What if we go this way? We can go purple down here. green, light pink. No, dang it. Okay. Let's just put light green or light blue there. I want to be able to like put a piece in and just kind of see if I can rework it from there. So if we go like this and we go, no, this isn't gonna work. Shoot, because purple is actually gonna prove to be kind of annoying here. And if we go like this, that won't work because we don't have a piece that'll fit there. Shoot, okay, so I can only move each piece one time. So these two pieces I now cannot move again. So those pieces are locked in once I put them in. I do really like this. I think this configuration is really good. We just have to find some sort of way to work around that, right? Like if we go purple here, ugh, man, okay, hold on, wait. Because yeah, blue and white can't move for anybody who's just joining in. Appreciate y'all being here, by the way. Make sure you guys are liking the stream. More likes, the more people come in and party with us. Although then, therefore, the more likes, the more the mods have to work super hard, I guess. So I don't know if it's always in their best interest, I guess. But let's see. Shoot, dude, I don't even know. Okay, you know, I think I probably will end up losing this challenge, just because I don't think I have the means to be able to figure this one out right away. So yeah, and I don't want to necessarily take like 5 years to try and solve this. So I'm just gonna give it the good old college try here. Yeah, see, I already lost. Because here, right, if I go like that, right, then yeah, I'm not gonna be able to, I'm gonna need the red piece left over. So yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do the challenge with just being able to move each piece once. So that's unfortunate, but that version of the game is infinitely harder. So I hope you can cut me some slack for that. Here though, I don't think this is gonna work either. At this point, I'm just trying to solve it. But yeah, because I liked this, and I think this should be solvable. It looks like there's plenty of space, so I should be able to solve it. But we are 3 minutes in, so yeah, this is tough. I was looking at some musical opportunities for me, and I'm thinking of becoming a sports organist. Whoa, that's so sick. That's so sick, Lulu Tunes. That is a fun gig. I've never done it, per se, because I don't play organ, but I feel like it would just be a sick, like, sweet gig. Yeah, a very unique one as well. This isn't gonna work either. Yeah, okay, this one might just not be doable, I guess, but, because I really liked doing this, but I mean, maybe I should do something else up here, right? So for example, I can do, actually, I don't know if I can do a single other thing up here, actually. So maybe it wasn't wise. Well, no, I can do light blue and orange, that's good, okay. Now I gotta think about lime and I gotta think about magenta, right? So we can go like this, and then go like this, and then, no, okay, this isn't gonna work either. Because here, right, anywhere we put it, like if we go like this, of course, we're gonna get the shape of the orange piece left over, but of course we have purple left, so this is gonna be a tough one. All right, why do you hate the homies? I don't personally hate the homies. I think some people don't like the homies. I like putting them together because it's just a really efficient way to get rid of those pieces, you know? But people sometimes don't like when I use them because I think they view it as a bit of a cheat code. So, but right now I'm clearly struggling to freaking no end here. I feel like this one's gotta be doable, right? I guess I can technically look up the Kanoodle solver to see if it technically is, but I feel like it should be, depending on like, hold on, let me just really quickly do this. Okay, so it's gonna be the blue piece, right here, and then the white piece right next to it here. Is it solvable? It is, okay, cool. All right, so it does say, and I got a hint, the hint is that the orange piece has to stay here, or the orange piece does go there ultimately. But maybe we should try some other thing, like, cause I just tried this, right? But then that would require this, and I don't think this is what we were looking for. So instead, we could try something else, right? So for example, if the orange piece has to stay there, or if that's part of the solution, then yeah, we'll try and figure this out. All right, so what if we can't go like this because I think if we do the lime piece here, then the purple piece is gonna end up blocking off those two dots up top. So instead, what if we did, can't do that. Like I wanna be able to put the gray piece in here so badly, but like, we already kind of tried this. I mean, we could keep going and see if there's something else here that kind of works. Like, what about something like that? We didn't really try that. That looks like it could be doable. Hold on. Okay, well, not like this at least. But maybe there's something here. Maybe there is some potential. Let's see. That's not a thing, okay. What if we did green and then, oh gosh, oops. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work, because then here, yeah, this is not a shape that we have. Oh my gosh, what is happening, you guys? Okay, make sure you guys are liking the stream, though. More likes, more people show up. It is free as heck to like the stream, too. Oh, there it is. Let's go. Okay, so there was a way to do it that way. 6 minutes and 15 seconds later. Goodness, all the warm-up was for nothing, it looks like. Jeebus Christo, baby. That was bonkers. That was tough. Okay, we finally did it. I definitely wasn't gonna, whoa, Kanoodle guy, that's me, baby. That was definitely, I was not gonna be able to do it with the additional challenge of being able to only move the piece once. That was way too hard. Okay. Taking a slight water break. There we go. All right. So here we go. What are some other, let's see. I just joined. You're doing great. Thank you, James. Appreciate it. Also, by the way, you guys, if anyone has any super chats, feel free to, and it's okay. You didn't mean to make it hard. Sometimes it just is. But yeah, if anyone has any super chats, feel free to throw them out there. If you guys want to make sure that I get your suggestion read and done, like if you have a puzzle suggestion, you can throw it out in a super chat and I will prioritize it, make sure that it happens. But yeah, in general, we're trying to get those likes. 200 likes. Our goal is always 1,000 for the streams. All right, let's see. Shout out WB Ball Edits. Now you got to subscribe. Whee! Okay. Can we do pink and orange touching the sides? Yes, Zaria, I love that. Kanoodle guy. Can we do pink and orange touching the sides? Okay. Let's have them be touching different sides, right? If we want to go pink as in magenta, I don't know. I call this one light pink and that one pink, or I don't know. We'll say it's like this, right? So let's do this one. All right. What's up, Elias? Good to see you, friend. All right. Thank you for being subscribed. Okay, so let's do this thing. So these two pieces now cannot move and they're touching the sides. So let's just get into it. Let's go maybe something like that. We could put the homies together like this and throw purple up top, right? And then, let's see here, I'll move this up a little bit so you guys can see the pieces a little easier. Okay. But then here though, the problem is that we have the lime piece left over and yeah, okay, that's not gonna work. But what if we instead did, okay, wait, so we can't move orange and we can't move magenta, right? So what else could we do down here? I think that's kind of the challenge here is like we could do something like this, but what are the odds this is gonna end up being something fruitful? I don't think it's going to be. Yeah, no, there's no way. Yeah, okay. So never mind, let's try something else over here instead of putting the homies here. I do like this for the most part. I'm sure there are plenty of different ways I could go about it besides that. We could instead also, well, we could do the same sort of thing, but put the homies over here, right? And then we can go blue up there, and then we could see if there's some sort of configuration here that works. I really like doing this. Oh my gosh, look at that. Ah, just like I drew it up, baby. Just like I drew it up. Thank you everyone who's joining in. Appreciate y'all being here. I'm gonna be live for another like 45 minutes or so. So I appreciate y'all for joining in. Make sure you guys are liking the stream. Once we hit 200 likes, 200, we will run a poll for you guys to decide which version of Kanoodle I play for the remainder of the stream, right? So for example, we could continue playing Ultimate Champion. We could move over to my personal favorite, Kanoodle Extreme. We could go on to Kanoodle Genius, which is one I've never played before, or Kanoodle Cosmic, which has these crazy looking pieces. But yeah, you guys get to vote once we hit 200 likes. So yeah, all right. Let's go on to the next one here. Let's see. Make sure you guys aren't spamming the things anymore, though, or don't spam the suggestions because people will, they will get deleted and stuff. So yeah, anyway, light blue and dark blue have to be touching the bottom. They also have to go in last. Yellow can't be touching the corners. Whoa, REI one piece edits, or is it Ray or REI? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna try this one. This is a crazy one. So mini boss challenge. Light blue and dark blue have to be touching the bottom, but they also have to go in last, and yellow can't be touching the corners. So yellow can like technically do something like this, but yellow cannot touch like the actual corner pieces there. So I'll just say like, for example, yellow can't do that, but it can do that, right? So this is interesting. Okay, I'm super down. What's up, Amelia? Oh no, you guys, what? Wait, why is everyone saying my name? Hold on. Well, Amelia's just saying it a million times. What's up, Amelia? You're gonna get your messages deleted. Yeah. Don't spam anything in chat. I appreciate you for being here, though. Okay, so let's do this thing. So the blues have to be touching the bottom, but have to go in last. So we'll put it there. So let's just put yellow in first. Ooh, okay. Yellow can't be touching the corners, so it isn't. So now we have to solve around the fact that yellow can't move. We'll say that we can go gray there. We could probably put light blue at the bottom there because it has to touch the bottom, right? Okay, sweet. I think that looks good so far. So let's see if it'll continue to look good. I'm thinking something like that. We do need to make sure blue touches, oh wait, light blue can't go in yet, but we've created a space for light blue. Yeah, I just know that light blue is gonna go there at some point. It's what we're trying to accomplish at least. We do have to make sure that blue touches the bottom somehow. If we did this, though, that doesn't quite work because, yeah, we're going to need blue to come up on one side. So, oh, I dropped a piece. Oh, no. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, geez. Okay, hold on. Okay, I dropped the white piece. All right, and the purple piece started flying away. Okay, let's try something else here. What if we did boom, boom, but then, well, no, because we got to think about, okay, let's just build out considering that we have to put blue somewhere on the bottom, right? Light blue's working, yellow can't move. If we go like this, we could go blue along the side there. But then here, though, if you put blue along the side here, then yeah, you want to be able to have a piece that goes there. Okay, let's try something else then. What if we go red here? And then we go blue here. You can go like this, but then that's gonna leave the shape of the orange piece. That's not what we want. Shoot, why is this part so hard? I feel like I could do something. I feel like I should be able to do this pretty easily, but something's preventing me. If we go like this, blue would have to go up this way, which wouldn't work because yeah, those are the pieces we have left. So you could go like this though, and that wouldn't work. Okay, never mind. Forget that. We can go like this. But then here though, it's not gonna really work. Okay, I gotta be able to put blue on the bottom, Dan, come on. Think. We could instead go, let's say, what if we go like this, and like that, we can go, oh yeah, there we go. Okay, I see it, there it is, nice. And then finally, blue and light blue, we did it. Mini boss solved, mini boss completed. Thank you guys so much thank you for that suggestion, friend. Appreciate you, our Ray One Piece Edits. Appreciate you. Here we go. All right, let's move on to the next one. But yeah, appreciate you guys so much for being here. Make sure you guys are liking the stream. The more likes, the more people show up. Yeah, and that's just kind of how that works. But yeah, so we're gonna get into the next puzzle here very shortly. 1 second. Okay, let's do this thing. All right, so please don't give up. You're doing great. Thank you, James. Appreciate you, friend. But yeah, if you guys want to make sure that I see your suggestion and that I prioritize it and make sure I do it, you can send it in a super chat. The more super chats, the better, of course. It's very kind of, it's my way of saying thank you to anybody who sends a gift over. But yeah, let's do this thing. All right. What are we going to do here? Can you, oh, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. I meant to pin this message. So MaxPlug says, can you do yellow and gray go in first and have to touch? White has to be in the corner and put in last. What an old image that you have as your profile picture. Okay, so can you do yellow and gray in first and have to touch? Okay. White has to be in the corner and put in last. Okay, so we'll put white up top here, save it for last. These two have to touch. Let's put it in like a very different spot. I mean, like, for example, let's do like this. I think that's kind of cool. It's very symmetrical in a certain way, so I kind of dig that. All right, so these two cannot move. White has to go in a corner and has to go in last, right? So there's a really easy way to determine that. If I wanted to, I could just go like this, right? And then leave a little spot for white in that corner. Actually, hear me out. This is actually kind of sick because you can go boom, 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 get rid of some of the hardest pieces around it like that. And then over here, we kind of just have free reign to do whatever as long as we can kind of figure this out. Okay, that's not quite it, but what if we did that? There we go. Oh my gosh. What is this? I crushed it in 32 seconds. It was even shorter too. I just kind of took my time at the end there. Oh my gosh. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Solved that one real easy, and I did not even expect to. But yeah, okay, here we go. Thank you guys so much for joining in. Make sure you guys like the stream. There's 500 people in here right now. Likes are free, of course. But yeah, once we hit 200 likes, then we will, ooh, Becca, I like yours. Let's do that. Okay. Once we hit 200 likes, we will run a poll to determine who goes first, which version of Kanoodle we do for the remainder of the stream. So, and then 1,000 is always our goal for the individual live streams. Yeah, if we're able to get to 1,000 likes on a stream, then that is an absolute success. Okay, personal record's like 2,000. Okay, so Becca, don't spam too much though, because your comments might get deleted. Okay, magenta and yellow touching, but the homies can't touch. Okay, so these two, right? The homies, aka gray and yellow. Cannot touch. Is this possible like this? This looks really tough. Let me check to see if it's solvable real quick. But if this is solvable, then we're gonna go for it. Hopefully it's solvable, but with gray not going right here, basically. So let's see. Yeah, okay, let's try this thing. All right, here we go. So yeah, so gray and yellow cannot touch. So that's kind of the biggest sort of determining factor here. I definitely am going to want to put light pink and red up in those spots. I think red's, it's not the only piece we could put up there. We could put white and purple, but I like this one so much better. In which case now we got to figure something out. Let's actually go, ooh, this would have been perfect for magenta if I actually had magenta left over, but yeah, I don't. So instead, what if we go blue here and then, what if we do something like that? But then here I'm gonna need a spot for, yeah, that's not gonna work for gray. Yeah, I need to find a better spot for gray. That's not gonna work either. Oh my gosh, okay. So lime is proving to be a bit of a challenge here too. What if we just go like, we keep blue there, and we do something like this, just kind of build out the sides, or I don't know if that'll work, or maybe this is better. But I don't know here if, yeah, there's not gonna be a good spot for gray, because gray can't be touching yellow. So, yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay, what if we went like this? Because you do, oh no, you can't do that back behind. You can't do that either without the light pink piece. Okay, shoot, where are we gonna put gray? If gray can't go right there, where does gray go? Okay, I don't know, let's see. I don't know, I get the feeling that there might be a chance this is not solvable, because the solve that it just showed me is with gray in the middle, so, or gray going right here, so I wonder if there's any sort of other way that we could do it where that's not happening. So, like for example, if we did that, and this, can't do that. Oh my gosh, wait, I completely forgot about gray though, what am I doing? Okay, shoot, I don't know if there's any sort of other way to do this, my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm a little worried that this is not solvable if I can't put gray there, because like, if we solve it with gray, right, I think it should be, like, if we can put that together like that, I think it should be fairly self-explanatory. I think if you go like this and this, okay, this isn't quite right, but I feel like there's something here, right? I think if we go like that and, no, wait, no, that's not it. What am I doing? Okay. This doesn't work either. What am I crazy? Oh, okay, I think it's this way. Oh, there it is, okay. So this is what it would look like if gray and yellow, I think maybe I just have to reset it, because yeah, it's not really working out. But yeah, so this was, for example, this would be the solve. I think this might be the only way that this works, but obviously, yeah, we have to try and do it where, I think maybe it's just the placement of it was kind of challenging. Let me try, okay, here. Let me see if we can do this again, but the correct way. I know, thank you guys for all the suggestions, I appreciate it, but yeah, we're gonna try and do this one again. Thank you to the 900 people that are here, my goodness. Make sure you guys are liking the stream. The more likes, more people show up. Ow, I just hit my knee against the table. All right, let's keep going though. So here, right, let's try something. Let's try it where it's a little bit more like, I don't know. Let's try it where it's something like this, right? So this actually looks a little better. So gray now cannot touch yellow, but everything else is probably the same. This looks a little easier because here you can go red and light blue, get rid of those pieces, right? You can go gray like this. I don't count diagonal as touching, so to me, this is fully legal. Legal, geez. Like there's actual, yeah, like precedent for, like legal precedent for any of this. Okay, this isn't quite working. However, what if we, no, what if we, okay, no, that's not it either. Oh my gosh, but look at this. If we flip blue around that way and put white there we go, nice. All right, I redeemed myself there. Let's go, okay. Yeah, let me get this, this poll going then, because you guys hit the 200 likes, so here we go. What Kanoodle should I play next? So you guys get to vote on which Kanoodle I will play for the remainder of the stream. This one is Ultimate Champion, so we will put that one as one of the options, obviously, if you want me to keep playing it. We have Extreme, we have, let's do Cosmic and Pyramid. Cosmic and Pyramid, let's go, baby. All right, make sure you guys vote in the poll. Appreciate you all so much for that. Okay, so let's get into the next puzzle. Let's see, okay. Oh my gosh, people are throwing in some crazy ones here. Okay. Beach Girl Molly, I love this one. I can't tell if it's fully going to be doable, but we'll check it out. So thank you so much for the kind words too. I appreciate that, friend. I'm glad you love the videos. All right, so here we go. So the puzzle is, can you do white, purple, and lime, but they all have to be in the corners, and light blue can't touch any of them. Okay. So white, purple, and lime, right? All have to be in the corners, but blue can't be touching any of them. So like, what if we did something like this, for example, right? purple, because this is in the corner, but I mean, maybe this is probably a little better. Let's do that. All right, so these ones, and then light blue can't touch any of them. Okay, cool. So let me put light blue up there as kind of a reminder, and then these 3 pieces can't move. So let's figure this bad boy out. Oh, sorry, the timer didn't end up starting. There it is. All right, cool. We'll put the first piece in there just to be legal with it. Get legal with it. Okay. If we do something like that, we put the homies together like that, we would need the lime piece to go up there because this won't work. Okay. What if we did, because purple, yeah, so purple, lime, and white can't move, and light blue cannot touch any of those pieces. So let's try something different over here. Let's try like, oh, you could do this. Hold on. Although, yeah, we wouldn't be able to do this though, because we'd have to take out the blue piece, which we can, and then replace it with orange down here, and then maybe green, and then maybe light blue. Ooh, no, yeah, this isn't gonna work, because here, we would be able to do this in one sense, because you could put red in here, but we don't have the blue piece left over to fit back there. Instead, we have light pink. So, instead, what if we did, yeah, I think we're just gonna have to rework this completely. So, yeah, let's try something else. Let's try it where it's, let's just build out this way, right? So let's go like green here. Let's go blue on the bottom, just to kind of, I don't know, make a shape. If we go like that, we can go like this, but then, oh my gosh. And look at that, it's not touching any of the pieces, and it is in the corner. What? Oh my goodness, we did it, baby. Let's freaking go. I think that deserves a like. First and foremost, we're trying to get to 1,000 likes. We have 1,000 people here, so in theory, we could make it happen if everybody liked. Okay, wow, that's crazy. I can't believe we did that one. All right. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, okay, Ultimate Champion's currently winning in the polls. But you guys can keep voting. We'll do another game, and while we do that game, let me get another puzzle here. Also, if anyone has any super chats, feel free to throw them out there. The super chats go a long way to help support. But also, if you want to make sure I see your comment and see your suggestion, you could throw it out in a super chat, and I will prioritize it and make sure it gets done. Let's see. Someone else is playing Kanoodle. What do you mean? Let's see. Okay. No, you did that in a minute. I did, yeah. Well, a minute and something, right? It was a little over a minute, but yeah. I have my moments, and it's a little harder when I'm trying to talk at the same time, too. Okay, let's try these. Oh, gosh, there's a lot of them here. I'm having a tough time. Okay. You like blue, like orange. Blah, 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 have to do touch the bottom. Okay, spaghetti. I think I understand what this one looks like here. So spaghetti's got one here. Just don't spam it too much, spaghetti, because I've already got yours. They're gonna delete it, and I won't be able to see it. So can you do light green, blue, and light orange have to touch? 2 of them have to touch the bottom. Okay, so light green, blue, and light orange. So I'm assuming just orange, because some people think this is like a dark orange, which kind of is. It's like a red orange. Light green, blue, and light orange have to touch. 2 of them have to touch the bottom. Okay, so what if we did like this, right? Like that. I think that's cool, right? So 2 of them have to touch the bottom. The other one has to touch the top. Oh, okay. Interesting. So maybe it's more like this. Or like, is there any sort of way I can... 2 have to touch the bottom, 1 has to touch the top. Okay. What if we go like this, right? So orange and blue here. But then lime has to go like down there. Let's try it, whatever. Here we go. All right, so these 3 pieces cannot move. We just have to solve around the fact that these 3 can't move. Let's do this thing, ready? All right, I'm thinking, I mean, this looks like the perfect place for the homies. I did not even intend to do that. I just kind of saw that and was like, obviously I'm gonna take advantage of that. So let's freaking do it, baby. All right, let's go like that. Let's go boom, oops, boom, boom. But then here isn't quite it, because here if you put the white piece in, it's gonna be the shape of the blue piece. But yeah, we can't move blue, lime, and orange. So let's see what else we can do over here. Maybe we'll try something a little funky. Let's just try this. How about purple, red, magenta. Ooh, that's not quite it, because here I was gonna say you could go like this and this, but then yeah, this is not we would need the blue piece again. What is happening? Okay, what if we go like that? No, then we would need green. Okay, so that doesn't quite work. Okay, let's rework this a little bit. Reverse. We could take this out, but then yeah, anywhere we put purple isn't gonna work. Okay, I really like this. I feel like there's gotta be some sort of way we can make this work. So, yeah, lime, blue, and orange can't move. We could just go light blue like that, actually. I don't know why I didn't do that first. We can go red there. We can go boom, we can go boom, we can go boom. Oh my gosh, there it is, baby. We just had to rework it. Let's freaking go, baby. Okay. Heck yeah. Woo! All right. We solved Spaghetti's puzzle. It was a little, like, it took me a second to even understand what was happening. But, okay, the poll results are basically, and we got 2,000 people here right now. My goodness, you guys. Thank you so much. Make sure you guys are liking that stream. We got 2,000 people here. My goal is 1,000 likes. So if we're able to get to 1,000 likes, that would be an absolute dream. I'm going to end the poll because we got 564 votes. It looks like the results are in, and Ultimate Champion very much did win. So let's do that. Let's get a nice one in here. Light blue and green touching. I love it. So light blue and green would be this guy. I like to call this guy lime or light green. So I'm going to say that these two need to be touching. That's not possible, so that can't really be it. We could, in theory, do this, but it looks very challenging because if I did this, right, here, we'll reset the timer or the stopwatch. I'd have to go orange back behind, which basically makes it a three-piece challenge, but we'll give it a shot. I feel like it might be doable. So let's try this bad boy. All right. So we do have to put orange in the back here. So it is a three-piece challenge where these three pieces are stuck. Let's try light pink here, or hear me out, actually. What if we do this? Blue, and then we can put the homies in like this. Oh, perfect placement there. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Gotta have it. Here, though, okay, this isn't gonna work, but we could try something. Oh my gosh, never mind. I'm a god. Look at that. Woo-hoo-hoo! Let's go, baby. Thank you guys for all the likes. We're almost halfway to the like goal already. Appreciate that, friends. Y'all are absolutely crushing. But yeah, we did that, baby. All right, let's try the next one. Yeah, Lulu Tunes, thank you for trying so hard to keep the chat underway. But yeah, don't go too hard on the chat message deletions. If you don't go too crazy. Anyway, chat is losing sanity by the moment. Yeah, what is happening in chat? I don't know. Anyway, make sure you guys are liking the stream. Also, yeah, if anyone has any super chats, if you want to make sure I see your suggestion, throw it out in a super chat. Doesn't matter how much. I just appreciate the gift, and I want to be able to reward anybody who does that. So yeah, all right. I like this one, the real gamer Jake. Green and yellow and both blues must touch. Okay, so green and yellow. Gotta throw them in. Ooh, that looks awful, actually. I don't know if this one's doable. Let me double check it, just so we're not spending too much time on it. But if it is, this one looks mighty challenging in like a fun way. Because yeah, we gotta go. It's blue and yellow, or green and yellow like this. Is it solvable? I just clicked the is it solvable button. It is. Okay, cool, sweet. And then also both blues must touch, right? So I have to find some sort of way to also make it so the blues can touch. Thank you guys so much for all the likes. Hey, Charizard, thank you so much for the super chat, friend. Wow, you're smart. Thank you, Charizard. I appreciate it. I have my moments, honestly. I don't, I don't know, like sometimes I don't feel like I'm particularly smart, but I think that's kind of part of also like learning about a lot of different things is that you just kind of, I don't know, you feel less about how much you personally know about stuff, but that's the, I forgot what it's called, but it's a, a specific phenomena, basically. Here, though, I don't have a spot for the gray piece, so I need to kind of prioritize that. Maybe, yeah, we got to rework some of this stuff. But yeah, I also have to make sure the blues are touching, right? So that's kind of a big thing here as well, right? Because gray has to go somewhere over here. I would like for gray to maybe go here. It seems like the most feasible, but I don't know if it's gonna work out. I mean, honestly, I don't know if this one's solvable with, like I really liked this because it worked with what I was trying to do. But the problem is that I don't think I have a good place here for, well, wait. Oh my gosh, why did okay, I guess I overthought it and there it is. Look at that, it actually completely worked. I don't know why I had any issues. Because here, look, the blue pieces are touching, right? Yeah, it doesn't show the solution right away. I'm not like cheating. Because that wouldn't be fun at all for me either. I'm just asking if it's solvable. Because yeah, you can put the pieces in and then ask if it's solvable, and it'll say solvable or not solvable. But then I don't go from there unless I need a hint. But yeah, oh my gosh, 2,200 people are watching right now. Make sure you guys are liking that stream. Make sure, thank you Charizard for the super chat. If anyone else has any super chats, feel free to throw them out there. If you want to make sure that your suggestion gets seen, you can throw it out in a super chat. That's the best way to go about it. If you guys also want to support me in a really meaningful way, check out my music. The link is in the description. I'm a musician at heart. That is my main goal in life. And it's been really hard to make it my full-time job. Anyway, Palm Pals, let's do this one, baby. Can you do light pink and light blue touching? Yes. So let's see if we can get them in a spot here. Oh. Okay, this was kind of where it was going to land, and that looks pretty challenging on the whole, but we'll see if it's doable. I could also check this one really quickly to see if this one's solvable. I can also potentially show you guys what this looks like. But yeah, it's a Kanoodle solver online that kind of at least tells me, is it solvable? Yes, it is. All right, cool. All right, so this one has a solution. We just got to find it. So let's do this thing, baby. All right. Yeah, just because I don't want anyone thinking that I'm straight up trying to cheat in this game, because that would be lame. Okay. Like, I think it would be lame to do that, right? So anyway, how do we go about filling this side? That's the other issue, right? If we go, oh wait, hold on, hear me out. Hear me out. We can put the homies here. Look at that. If we put orange in like that, we can put the homies in, gray and yellow like that. We can go blue. And then here we're going either purple or green. Let's just go purple. Keep it nice and simple. Ooh, nope, never mind. That's too long of an area down there. We would need the purple piece or the blue piece, which of course we don't have at our disposal. What if we go like that? Oh my gosh, yep, there it is. Because you can go green there, and then look at what shapes it created. Sub 1 minute, easy money. Let's go, baby. What's happening? What? Bye, dummy. What is Alexa the cheerleader? Duh. What is happening there? Anyway, let me move on to the next one here. I don't think I saw another super chat come in the meantime. Let's just do, let's see. Thank you guys so much for the kind words too. Let me see. Okay, which one? Oh my gosh, there's so many. Oh gosh. Let's see. I'm just trying to grab one here and pin it. Okay, we're doing sunnies here really quickly. Purple and magenta touching. Let's do it. All right. So these two pieces now just have to touch, aka purple and magenta, these two. So let's see. Okay, I'm thinking we just do that, because that was kind of at least the way that the purple piece can kind of interact with the magenta piece. So these two pieces now cannot move for the remainder of these challenge. I almost said stream. Let's try something funky here. I'm thinking like that could be kind of fun. And then here, what if we go, I mean, we could technically put the homies in like this, but we'd have to get rid of the white piece in order to do so. And that might not prove to be good. Oh my gosh, it did. Okay, so I solved this already. I'm gonna try and solve it where the gray and the yellow pieces cannot touch each other like that. Because if you guys don't know, those are called, I call them the homies, gray and yellow, because they fit so well together. I'm gonna try and solve it where they cannot go next to each other like that, because sometimes, like this one, I think it just made it pretty easy. So let's try something else, right? Like let's see if we can do it another way. Like here, well, here it would be, I would do it like this, and then I've solved it again with them touching. Oh my gosh, okay. Go away, don't touch each other, okay. Okay, that came off odd. What if we did this? No, they'd be touching again. Okay, maybe I can't solve this with them not touching, but I feel like it felt like it should have been able to be done, but I don't know. Like, we'll try a couple of different things here that aren't just that. Like, for example, here, right, we'll go orange, and then we can go maybe light pink. I want to be able to put yellow there again, but I can't. It is against my code. No, what if we go like this, and then, nope, okay. Maybe this just isn't doable without putting those two together. I'm not seeing a good solution for it. So, you know what, if that's the case, right, then like, I mean, yeah, you know what, screw it. We're just gonna lock it in. We're just gonna go like this, and we've just locked in another solution. That's like our third different solution, but where the homies are touching. So you know what, we're just going for it. Hey, what's up, friends? What's up, Nate? Good to see you, friend. Appreciate you being here. There we go. Stop it, stop touching each other. I know, yeah. Kind of a weird exclamation there, but yeah. Thank you guys so much for being here. I've got about 17 to 20-ish minutes left on the stream, unless you guys keep sending in those likes. If we do hit the 1,000 like mark on the stream, then I will run another puzzle at the end of it, a little extra bonus puzzle if we hit that 1,000 like mark. So, all right, let's keep on going here. Let's see. Whose have I not done yet? Subscribe, everyone, and like. Thank you, Calliope. I appreciate that. Let's see. Okay, I've done Brain Orange. I've done yours before. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Let's just try this one really quickly. Mario MG Teve or McTeve. I don't know how to say your name, but I'm just gonna try this one real quick. Yellow and white touching. So these two just have to touch, or not touching, sorry. Yellow and white not touching, the exact opposite, Danny. Okay, that would have them land in the same spot. What if we go like that? Ooh, okay. That actually looks pretty tough. So if you guys don't know, the reason why that it's a little more challenging when the white piece is stuck in place is because the white piece is the most versatile piece in this version of Kanoodle, right? So it does make it a little easier when you have it at your disposal, and it makes it a lot harder when you don't. So for example, if we want to try something like this, how are we gonna do this? Because here I don't think I actually have a good piece to really fit in there. So let's try something completely different from this. Let's do, I was gonna say, one of my other opportunities or options here was to go like this, which is one of my other favorites to do, is light blue and green like that. It becomes a pretty nice little situation there. What does that mean for the remainder of this though, right? So go like that, and that, and that, maybe, and that. But then here, yeah, no, this is not gonna work. Okay. I can put the homies together though like that. I don't know why I'm not trying it. I should. So if you put gray there, I can also do light blue in here like that. It maybe could make things a little easier. I can go like that. I can go green and blue, and then that's a perfect spot for lime right there. Heck yes. And then here we can go boom. Ooh, that's not what I wanted. Never mind. Okay, let's go purple. And then, oh my gosh, we got it, baby. Look at that. Easy money. Oh man, I can feel my brain working on all cylinders. It's firing on all cylinders, baby. Let's go. Okay. All right. Heck yes. Let's move on. Thank you so much for that, Mario MGTeve. Thank you so much for that, friend. Yeah, okay, let's see. Appreciate you guys so much for being here. If anyone has any super chats, feel free to throw them out there. They go a long way. Money's tight. Money's always a tough thing, and if anyone has the means to be able to send any gifts over, anything like that, just know that if you want your suggestion to be seen, throw it over in a super chat. Oh my goodness, just like that. Justin, thank you so much, friend. Okay, how do you pronounce your last name? Is it Neujbauer? Neujbauer? I don't know, anyway. Mirror pieces can't touch more than one mirror piece. Okay, so are you saying, okay, that is an interesting suggestion, friend. So you're saying mirror pieces, like pieces that are symmetrical, can't touch more than one other mirror piece? Is that what's going on? Let me read that again. Okay. Mirror pieces can't touch more than one mirror piece. Somebody else, if you want to put that in chat, and then we can pin that message. I can't pin super chats for some reason. So mirror pieces, right? The mirror pieces, for example, it depends on how you look at it, but let's just say that if it's symmetrical this way, like obviously the gray piece is a mirror piece, lime would be a mirror, I guess purple technically would be a mirror, and then like yellow this way is a mirror. Are those the only ones basically? If you did it across like an x-axis, let's just say that these pieces are the mirror pieces, right? Are we crazy? Okay. Mega Blue, thank you for doing that. You're going to pin that. So mirror piece can't touch another mirror piece. I think it was can't touch more than one mirror piece, right? Okay, so never mind. Hold on, it's got to be a slightly different one. Let's just see. Okay, let's just see if this one will work. So this one would be kind of weird though, because like I'm thinking like symmetrically this way. Like these are mirror pieces, right? Ones that are the same if you flipped them on the x-axis, right? Gray would be the same way that way. Purple would be the same, and then lime would be the same. The other ones wouldn't quite be the same, where they're not symmetrical the other way around. So let's just, I don't know, whatever. We're gonna try it like this. You can change it to 2. Okay, wait, hold on. Oh, as in like, yeah, here, Dino Dude in VR has got it. Dino Dude in VR. So yeah, so it can't touch more than one other mirror piece, right? So for example, let's just put a piece in here just to have there be an obstacle. So the red piece now can't move. So let's say, for example, we go purple in the corner like that. It can technically touch another mirror piece, but only one, right? Whereas, like, for example, I could put the homies together. I'm gonna say that gray and yellow also can't touch because I feel like I put them together so often. We could try something else over here, right? So for example, like these two can touch, right? But then if you go like this and this, then here we'd probably, well, no, we could do blue. But then what do we do here? Right, so yeah, so these two mirror pieces are touching, and then lime and yellow can touch each other, but I don't know if they will. Because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find a good spot for them to fit together. Right, we can't really do something like this, so I don't think this one's even gonna be doable as is like this. So let's try something else together. Let's try maybe, if we did do gray there. Oh my gosh, yeah, you know what? Okay, here, I need to not think about this too much and instead maybe try and, gosh, I just don't want to put gray and yellow together because I always do that. So I'm going to try something different, but right now it's kind of proving to be very challenging. We could put lime over here, ooh, and we could also make them touch like that. However, here we don't have the pieces necessary to be able to fill this little area in. If we can't move red, and then, yeah, like there's no other piece that'll kind of fit in there because you could do white, but then the problem is we would need the light pink piece. So Shoot, okay, that doesn't quite work. If we did this instead, would that work? I mean, we don't have a, well, you can go white and then green here, but then, yeah, it's not gonna work anyway. But also, yeah, I didn't wanna, didn't wanna connect yellow with gray anyway. So yeah, let's try something else then. Let's just build something this way, right? So for example, what we could do is we could do, if we go purple there, we could have purple and lime touching over here, right? Those two mirror pieces, and then these are the other two mirror pieces. So let's put them up there. Mirepoix. Mirepoix is a little medley of a couple of different vegetables, right? Anyway, you could go like this. Oh, dang it. Okay, this does work if you put the homies together, but I said that I would try and solve it without doing that. I just don't know if that'll be possible though, especially with what I have left over here, because here it's gonna be the same thing. I'm just flipping pieces around. Let's just say we got it. We technically did solve it. The mirror pieces are just touching each other and they can only touch one piece each. Anyway, I did it. Let's just say I did it so we can move on to more puzzles, because I know there's so many people in here and I want to make sure that we're getting a lot of suggestions done. But yeah, thank you so much for the super chat, friend. If anyone else has any super chats, feel free to throw them out there. We're trying to get to 1,000 likes. If we get to 1,000 likes, I'll do an extra puzzle on the day. I'll stay on for a little bit longer. Okay. Let's see. Nice. Yeah, there we go. Void plays. I don't know if this one's gonna be possible. Can you do red, green, and yellow to make a vertical line in the middle? I'll have to check this one to see if it is even possible, because this sounds very limiting, right? So red, green, and yellow, like I'm assuming you mean like this probably. It creates like a giant thick vertical line in the middle. I don't feel like this one's gonna be possible, but I'm gonna double check it really quickly. Let's see. It does look very, very difficult and very, very limiting. So we'll try it, but if not, then I'm gonna have to just take another suggestion or try and figure this one out in a way that works. It is not solvable. Okay, so I just looked it up. This is not solvable. So let me see if there's like a better way to do it, because yeah, this just won't work, unfortunately. So let's just do like, what if we did it like this? Maybe this will work. Let me try this really quickly. See, it's not doing the same thing, obviously, but the previous version is in fact literally impossible. So I don't want to like waste time on it, of course. So here we go. Is this one solvable? It is not either. Okay. Shoot. All right. Here, let's just throw them in the corner. Let's just say, I think this has got to be solvable, right? Unless there's no way I can fill that area in, but I feel like it's got to be, right? So if we did red here, sorry, I'm doing the thing up here, just to see if this one's solvable. This one is solvable. All right, sweet. We're gonna do this. This is gonna be whatever. Finally found your stream. Thank God. Thank you, Two-Time. Appreciate you being here. Make sure you guys continue liking the stream. The more likes, more people shall be here, of course. Let me see if I can do a good job of filling this in. So these three can't move. I know it's not exactly how it was planned out, but yeah, the other version was unfortunately impossible. So yeah, couldn't quite do it anyway. Here, though, this isn't going to work because gray doesn't quite fit in properly. We need to find a good spot for gray. So let me see if maybe there's a better configuration of things to put in here. For example, we could do, actually, hear me out. We can go orange and light blue like that. That actually looks pretty sweet. But then here, yeah, like if I want to put gray there, it'd be kind of challenging to make work. I actually don't think it would be possible currently. What if we did this? Is that doable? I don't think so. Shoot. Okay, this one they said is solvable. So maybe I gotta try and find like a better configuration over here, right? So like, I don't know, something like this good? No. Okay. Gosh, let me see. I might have to use a hint. They do have hints here on the site. But yeah, I just don't quite know how we're gonna go about this side, right? We don't have to put lime in there. Like we could technically just do, actually, you know what? Yeah. Oh, look at that. I don't even need to look anything up. Orange and light pink going really well because look at that. They create a little inlet that you can be able to put the gray piece. So that's pretty nice. So let's do this thing, baby. All right. Yeah, I would be solving it without them touching this time. It's great. Okay. What if we go like that? We can go like this. Oh yeah, we got it. Let's go, baby. Lime with light blue like that and white. Let's freaking go. Woo! All right. I think I got a couple more puzzles in me. Let me do a quick water break. Okay. All right, let's keep on going on. Can you do blue and magenta not touching, please? Okay, let me see what that would look like here. Wait, sorry, where did that one go? Shoot, I just read one that I just read out loud, so I feel like I have to commit to it. It was Mega Blue's comment. Okay, can you do blue and magenta not touching, please? Let's do it. All right, blue and magenta not touching. Let's try it. Yeah, Mega Blue, don't spam it or else your messages are gonna get deleted. This is actually not possible over here because you'd have to put purple there, and then we don't have another piece that's long enough to go behind blue. So let's try it again. Those are touching. Let's try something like that. This looks pretty challenging. All right, let's do this thing, baby. So yeah, these two are going, baby. All right, or these two cannot move. What? They're the opposite of going. Okay. Geez, Dan. Okay. What if we did? I don't know. Let's just freaking go for it, right? So. Wait, this is awful. Why am I doing this? Okay, that was a bad starting point. We could go like this. If we go like this, what are the odds? If we did that, can we even fill this? No, I don't think we can. Okay, yeah, let's not just go for something crazy like that, Dan. Let's do this methodically, smartly, all the other words. Okay. So for example, what if we did? Shoot, I don't even know. Because yeah, there aren't that many places that gray can go, but let's just try building out this side first, right? So for example, if we did something like this, this would be an awesome place for magenta to go, but we can't move magenta and we can't move blue, right? So we could separate the homies like so, but then what are the odds we have a good spot for gray left over? We don't currently, actually, and we can't do something like that because we don't have the pieces necessary. So that's not gonna work. Let's try something else over here, maybe. Let's get rid of the chunky pieces, right? What if we go like this? This is gonna be the same sort of configuration issue. So if we wanted to get rid of gray there, for example, and we wanted to maybe put yellow there, I think I tried this already, right? And it wasn't doable, right? Because here, yeah, it's not gonna work. Okay, geez, this one's tough. Just, I think based on where they're placed, it's been kind of challenging to figure out. So if we did something like, I mean, we could put the homies over here, right? And we could do lime and white, but it does get rid of the white piece, which I love to hold on to, unfortunately. So yeah, but if that's the case, let's just go with it and see if it works out somehow. This is definitely not going to work here. So let's, instead of red, maybe we'll go green, orange, but then here it's just not looking good. You can't do that anymore. We can technically do this, but then what are the odds this is going to work out? It's not. Okay. Yeah, because here, right, yeah, we can't put the light pink in like that. We can't go like this. Okay, shoot. This one's tough. This one's very tough. Okay, maybe this is not really the best configuration then. What if we could go like this, right? Boom, boom. If anything, maybe we can actually move that up. But then, yeah, we're not gonna be able to fit everything else back here. So if we did this way, we could go like that, but then, yeah, we don't have the pieces to fill this. Shoot. Okay. This is a toughie. This is a freaking tough cookie. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. What if we did? That's not gonna work either. Oh my gosh, Danny, this one's tough. Okay. Do I dare even, wait, I think my stream's delayed because I thought Danny solved it. Wait, what? Anyway, I'm trying my best here, but yeah, so the blue and the magenta pieces cannot move. Ugh, this is rough though. Let's see. Okay, I might as well just figure out if this one's solvable really quickly just to make sure. I'm checking it over here on the side. Let's see. Is it solvable? It is. Okay, cool. So this is solvable. All right. I don't have any hints though. What if we go like this? Ooh, this looks good. We go like that, but then we gotta find a good spot for gray. Ooh, this actually would work for gray because you'd be able to put these two pieces in like that. This is pretty sweet, actually. This is freaking sweet. Oh, wait, hold on. That's not right, but, oh wait, hold on. There it is. Yeah, that works. Sweet, let's go. Okay, so I just had to think about it a different way, and then there we go, yeah. Hey, we're almost at 1,000 likes. 1,000 likes is our goal, so how about this? We are nearing the end of the stream for today, but let's try one more puzzle. If anyone has any super chats, feel free to throw out the super chat. Honestly, if we just keep getting puzzle suggestions in super chats, I will just solve all of them and keep going. So anyway, let's do this thing, baby. All right. What are we thinking here? Let's see. Okay. Ooh, Terry, I like this one. So homies can't touch, and you have to end with the white piece. So the white piece has to go in last. All right. So let's make it interesting, right? So let's put one of the, so the homies, if you guys don't know, are gray and yellow. I call them the homies because they fit super well together like this, and it's always like a really, not always, but a lot of times it's a very efficient move. So let's throw the gray piece in, and so now, yeah, I'm gonna say diagonal's okay, because that does not count as touching to me. Only vertical and horizontal. So let's see. So homies can't touch and end with the white piece. So the white piece has to go in last. Oops, I am missing everything here. All right, let's try this thing, baby. All right, so let's just build. Let's build, baby. What if we go like this? Oops. So yeah, they're not touching there. We can go red there. We can go magenta. Oop. Well, you could do magenta there. Is that better? Maybe, actually. Hold on, hear me out. Well, actually, I don't know if it is. Yeah, no, okay, that's not gonna work. But I'm thinking that, what was the other configuration I was looking at? I was doing this. And then we can go light pink here, light blue here. But then here, yeah, we're gonna have the same sort of issue where it's, yeah, shoot, okay. What if we did this and then this? Oh my gosh. Yes, baby, there it is. And then, yeah, white in last. Nice, a good sub 1 minute solve. That's great. All right, so we have one final, this is the first stream of his I've seen. Well, heck yeah, Gamer Girl. Hopefully you are enjoying, and make sure you guys, if you are enjoying, that you're liking the live stream. We're almost at 1,000 likes. Once we hit 1,000 likes, if we hit 1,000 likes right now, I'll rock one more puzzle. And also, if anybody throws any, if anybody else throws any sort of super chats out there with a suggestion in it, I will solve those puzzle suggestions. But yeah, we're so close to 1,000. If we get in the next, I don't know, 30 seconds, then yeah, we will run. We'll run another puzzle. So yeah, thank you guys so much for being here, though. I appreciate it. This has been a great live stream. Y'all, hey, there we go. We hit 1,000. Let's go. All right. Let's see. Coach Crispy, I'm not exactly sure what yours means. Do primary colors, but they can only touch with one ball. Like each other, you mean? Let me, okay, here. I think I know what you're talking about. Let me just try this one. All right. We hit 1,000. Let's go, baby. Thank you guys so much for the likes, friends. All right. So unless somebody throws out another super chat with a suggestion in it, this will be our final puzzle for the day. I usually go live for about an hour. It's been an hour and 2 minutes right now, so that's fine. So primary colors, if you guys don't know the primary colors, they are blue, yellow, and red. So yeah, here we go. Let's see, but they can only be touching with like one ball, basically. So I think what you're trying to say is like, they have to touch each other with just a single connection like this, basically. But I need to do it where, I'm gonna try and do it where, I'm gonna try and do it where they're, oh gosh, I don't know if I can do it where it's just one touching each. Yeah, at least I don't know if I can do it this way. What if we try it like this? Boom, boom. And then, I mean, yeah, you can't do that, obviously, but, yeah, okay, this isn't gonna quite work, I don't think. But yeah, I'm wanting to try and do it where it's, yeah, just, I mean, I think I've already explained it, but yeah, if you go like that, maybe? But then I'm not gonna be able to have a way to do it where like red can't go there, obviously. So yeah, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna have it where like, we're doing it like this. You know what? I'm just gonna executively decide it's gonna be like this and it's gonna be like this, right? It's whatever, it's not perfect, but also is there something in here? I feel like this, maybe the red piece is messed up. I don't know, anyway, all right. Because it's kind of like not fitting in properly. All right, here we go. We're just gonna do it like this. This one does look pretty challenging on the whole, so we'll see if we can figure it out. I wanna try something weird here. It does involve getting rid of the white piece as soon as possible, which is not great, but we're gonna go for it. And then we're gonna try something like this. We're gonna go boom, boom, boom. That's not it, because there is no room for light blue. I completely forgot about light blue, so that's not great. Okay, what if we did green there, which I think I might have just literally done. So we're doing it again, okay. We could go like, no, I just did that too. What am I, okay. Calm down, Dan. So yeah, we can't move, what again? These three, right? Okay. I also don't ultimately love this configuration, so let's try something better, right? So for example, we could go either green like that, which could be good, or we can go light pink that way. That does not look great. So, well, I mean, it kind of, well, actually looks a little okay. But then here, we're not really, I mean, you know what, we're going for it. But then here, we don't have a good spot for gray, so never mind. Okay, Let's go back, reverse. What else are we gonna put in here, right? So we could try the green situation. Maybe do something like that. We could put magenta up here, but then now we have kind of a similar thing where I don't really know. Yeah, we don't have good spots for gray. Okay, this one might not be doable too. I might want to honestly check to see if this one's solvable, because this one is looking kind of rough. Let me just really quickly put it into the Kanoodle solver thing to see if it is doable. I promise you I'm not cheating. I am just trying to not waste our time. It is solvable. All right, cool. All right, we just got to figure out what goes in here then. Okay. What if we do purple and light blue? That looks really good, actually. Here we go. Okay. All right, let's do this thing, baby. Make sure you guys keep liking the stream. The personal record for myself, I think I've gotten to 2,000 likes, I think has been my record. Shoot, okay, this isn't gonna work though, because here I don't have any room for lime unless I put it in like that, which obviously doesn't work. So what if we instead go, that's not gonna work either. Okay, same thing, okay. What if we did it down here like that? I don't think that's gonna work, because yeah, okay. Yeah, so let's try something else then. Let's do magenta here. And then, or, I don't know, I need to find a good way to put the gray piece in, right? So like, for example, if we did this, I mean, technically we can do it, right? But I feel like we just did this, didn't we? Ooh, we didn't, but we're, you know what? I mean, this is pretty close actually. I don't think it is the answer though, unfortunately. Unfortunately, because here, right, we would need the shape of the red piece, but we can't move the red piece, so we cannot do that. I was gonna say if we could move the light blue, but yeah, okay, that's not gonna work either. Okay, what if we instead go light pink down here? I don't know why I didn't do that, my gosh, what? Oh, but then here, yeah, I think we had the same sort of configuration, so that doesn't quite work. This is just the exact same thing, but flipped. I don't know why I'm even trying it. Come on, Dan. What if we go white here? Did we do this? Hold on. Yeah, we did. Okay, yeah, never mind. Shoot, okay. All right, so how are we gonna solve this then? If we can't, yeah, we cannot move these three pieces, red, yellow, and blue. What are we gonna do here? Let's see. How do we wanna try it then? Okay. So, what else can we do? So, did we try the green in here like this? I don't know if we did, but yeah, okay, let's try something then. Let's try, if we go like that, that looks nice, right? Boom. Boom, boom. Oh my gosh, I forgot about gray though. No, okay. Gray, I gotta prioritize gray. I gotta figure out a good spot for gray, and then I gotta kind of work backwards from that. Otherwise, this is just not gonna work. So, yeah, because these three can't move. Oh my gosh, we're 4 minutes in. Oh no! Shoot, what do we do? Okay. I don't know, maybe there is something here. I just don't really know. You know, I'm gonna look up a hint here. Okay, okay, so the hint says that there is an orange piece there, just because we're kind of, we're doing a lot here. But yeah, orange and green are going in like that. We're gonna try that. Ooh, this looks good. Actually, wait, hold on. I kind of dig this, although here, ooh, yeah, definitely not gonna work here. This is not a thing. Okay, but I think that maybe something like this could work. So if we did orange in the hint, the orange goes there. Maybe there's something better here. We could maybe go, oh, you can go like this. You can go light pink and then green there. Ooh, look at that. That's a good spot for magenta, heck yeah. But then, gray though. Gray be tough. Yeah, it's not gonna work either. Shoot, yeah, because there's no good spot for, okay. Dang it, okay. All right, all I know is that orange goes here. These three can't move. I'm gonna maybe try and go back to that, because we did this, right? I think I already tried that, so let's try something else. Let's try freaking prioritizing gray, Danny. Come on, my guy. This isn't gonna work because there's nothing that'll fit underneath there. If we go like this, that's not gonna work either because I think we already tried this. Yeah, we did already try this. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm trying my best here. I'm trying my gosh darndest, and it's just not working. Let me get another hint here. Okay. Okay. So it's saying that this piece the white needs to go here. So if white and orange need to go here, I could take green out, but I think I see some stuff that'll work around there. Because I think that's probably what they're going for there. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh no, wait. Oh yes, there it is. Woo! 6 minutes. Oh, 6 minutes on the clock, baby. That one took 4 freaking ever. More than 3 hints, it's a forfeit. That's super fair, Coach Crispy. You know what? So you guys hit 1,000 likes. I'm gonna do one more. I don't want to end on that one. That one took me 6 minutes, but we finally did it. I did do 2 hints on that one. I did where the orange and the white pieces were. Yeah, I don't know if I can here. Let me see if I can show you guys. I'm gonna do a quick pan over to my screen here so you guys can see. There's the solver, right? So it told me where the orange and white pieces ultimately went. So anyway, let's double check. Now you guys have a bit of a got to look backstage. Oh, let me go a little further this way for the final puzzle here. All right, let's do one more here. Let's go. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I'm seeing some stuff here. Mezzy K, I like this one. White and gray, but the homies can't touch. So the homies, aka gray and yellow, cannot touch, but white and gray got to go in first. So let's see where they land. Ooh, okay. Let me check to see if this one's solvable. So if we go gray here, I mean, I want to be able to put yellow there so badly. But yeah, you said they can't touch, so I gotta honor that. Okay. All right, let's try it. Okay, so let's see what else we can do then. Okay, so these two can't move, and yellow cannot touch gray. We'll put it over here just to kind of notify. But yeah, this will be the last puzzle of the day unless somebody sends in a super chat. So let's see, we're either gonna go blue or orange down here. If we go orange, we could go red, but then the problem is we don't actually have a piece that'll fit there because the moment you put lime in there, it doesn't work. What if we instead did, shoot, I feel like it's, man, I feel like, because if I did blue here, then I'd have to put yellow there, and I'm trying to do it where yellow can't touch it, so let's try something else, right? So let's try like blue here. Oh yeah, here we go. Blue, orange, red, boom. Let's go magenta there. Let's go green up there. Let's go like this. I do have to think about the fact that I do have light blue and I have yellow has to go somewhere, right? So yellow can go anywhere that's just not touching gray. However, actually here, let's go like this. Let's go light blue there to get rid of it. We can go like that. But then here, I don't think there's any way to make this work because here, if I put yellow in anywhere, it's not gonna work with these pieces. So yeah, this is super not gonna work. Goodness. Yeah, okay. Not a solution. Okay, let's go back to here then. Let's try light pink here. I could also move magenta, but I did quite like where magenta was. We can go green here. Although I think this is basically the same thing, but we just kind of move some stuff around. So yeah, I don't think it's really gonna work. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Okay, let's try something else then. One more time. One more time. We're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright, it's got me dancing. Anyway, let's try maybe, well, we did just try that, okay. We try, oops, wrong way. If we go light pink here, we go lime here, purple, but then yeah, there's just no way. There's no way. I don't know if this one's doable without putting the homies together. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know, here, let me see if I get a couple of hints up here, what it'll tell me. Okay, yeah, I don't think it's possible where the homies can't touch. Here, how about this? We're gonna rework it so that gray goes here, and then I think this one will be a little more feasible to do where yellow and gray can't touch. I think this will be a lot more possible. So hopefully that's okay with you guys, because I don't think it was gonna be possible the other way around, so I just obviously made the executive decision. Ooh, this one would allow, oh, dang, they would be touching, but not in like the normal way though. So part of me thinks it would be cool. However, we'll try and do it fully where we can't, they can't touch that way. So this doesn't quite work because here we would need the orange piece, right? And I don't think I can, oh, I can rework it. Look at this. Okay, if you guys can see this right. So we can't move gray and white. Yellow can't touch gray. So over here though, we can rework this so that green goes this way and then lime goes in there and then we have orange over there. Let's go, baby. There it is. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, that is going to be it for me today when it comes to the live stream, but I appreciate y'all so much. You guys have been so freaking kind. It keeps telling me to, like, oh, you could put in an ad, insert an ad anytime right now. But also, like, I don't know. I feel like this isn't the type of live stream where we've been doing ads at all. So I don't want to necessarily push any ads on you guys. But anyway, appreciate you guys so much. Thank you guys. Yeah, be sure to subscribe to Danny's channel. You're also able to join the Discord and support him. Yeah, and the music stuff as well, you guys. I have a music channel. I make music, and that's kind of my main thing. But yeah, appreciate you guys so much. And yeah. I'd be fine with an ad. I'll be fine with an ad. Okay, yeah. That'd be a good way to present. I don't know. I don't think I've ever really seen what the ads look like here. But anyway, I do love you guys very much. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Or no, it is Wednesday. Sorry, I'll see you guys on Monday of next week. I stream every Monday and Wednesday. So yeah, love y'all. Appreciate you. And I'll see you then. What does inserting an ad look like? Okay, we inserted an ad. So I guess there's going to be ads going on right now. I don't know what that looks like. But anyway, I don't know if people see an ad. Anyway, love you guys. Thank you guys so much. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. No, gosh, I keep saying that. Monday. All right, bye.